Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. A little bit of a optical illusion in a way, it kind of messes with your eyes. There's only a few things we need to think about. We're going to make a 10-inch box. I'm going to hit the plus key and I'm going to move one out of the way because I'm going to need it later. Then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to Control D. While holding down the Shift key with a two-sided arrow, I'm going to make a block. Now I'm going to select both these. I'm going to go to Effects and Blend. And you can blend as many times as you want. I'm just going to blend 7. Now we need to go to Object and break the blend apart. But I'd go ahead and group these, Control G. I hit Control D. Control G. Just make sure it's, well, I didn't get them all. Control G. Okay. Now we need some separation between these two. So we're going to take our parallel dimension tool and measure from right there to right there, and we get 0.49. So I'm going to take my, if this is 10, so I want it to move over 10.49. So I'm going to hit the plus key, and see this way I've got some separation between the two. Hit the plus key and go down. Now I still need a box around the outside. So I'm going to select it all. I'm going to hit the Shift tool and double click on the rectangle tool, and it made that. Now that one is at 20.49. So with my ratio locked, I'm going to get away with the inch, and I'm going to go plus 1 inch. And see, it made it exact. Well, it's really, really close. Now I'm going to go ahead and Control G and hit P. And then I'm going to hit P to put our original square in the center. Now there's probably a faster way to do this, but I'm just going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, go every other line, and then go down here and go I'm going to try to figure out a way to be faster about this, because you could probably do part of it and then rotate it. But every other line. Now the other ones to me are a little bit harder because you got to do every other line going this way. And we are going to take away the red outline so it'll look better. And I also want to fill that in. Probably easier to start there and then do every other line. Really, really easy. Just think about making everything equal. I can see that red line, so I'm going to go up here and take away no outline, and you get that. That's pretty spooky looking in a way. I was going to try to make it all yellow, but I can't. It's I could have done better. Well, I did it exactly the way. I would maybe like to have that box, maybe make a smaller box on your blend to kind of make these, but that's pretty cool looking. And this is something you could make a pattern with that would go on and on and on and on. And that would be pretty easy. Control G to group it. I'm going to go ahead and make it smaller. Let's make it 4 inches. And let's just see what it looks like. Now, we would want these lines to not be double. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my nudge factor on like 6 inches. And I'm going to make a duplicate of this. And then I'm going to take away the fill and add the outline. This way I can measure it better because of the line. So I'm going to take my parallel dimension tool and I'm going to go from the outside of that one to the inside of that one. So we're at 3.91. This is going to look pretty spooky. So set your nudge factor on 3.91. And then the good thing about it is square, so you can just keep going both directions. And look at that. And I mean, look at the pattern. Really messes with your eyes. Anyway, hope that was interesting, and thank you for watching.